of Lombard Street, and in the distance, the Bay Bridge joining San Francisco with Oakland. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's the group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
First choice of foul, teams first.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now, here's Curry. Pass to Green. Shot from the wing. Mozgov grabs the board. Golden State on D. Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Barnes. And again, no good by Golden State.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Irving kicks to Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Barnes dishes to Curry. Here's Thompson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
LeBron against Bogut. The drive by James. Right side Irving. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. That's the end of the first, and both teams still warming up their offenses. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. He caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team, but we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game, but they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. And it's Williams at the point guard. Now here is Barbosa. Got it. Good job in the low post. Barbosa's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Dishes it to Smith. Pass to Verjao. Shoots from the right block. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Golden State. Klay Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. Jefferson's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Mo Williams. Anderson Varejao hits them both. Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. Hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
Here's Smith after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Smith kicks to Varejao. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. And there's Varejao. That's good on the assist by Smith. Varejao's got 4 points in the quarter.
You love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Smith against Thompson. On the wing, Iguodala. And it's Golden State with another. Smith. Shot no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, just a great offensive performance tonight. The play calling, the passing, the shooting, it was all working. They forced the defense to stretch itself thin, trying to figure out who to cover. And that created a lot of room for the shooters and spot-up jumpers.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now, Ernie. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Leading. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the chart.
Mozgov wide open. He fires. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Curry against Irving. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot, and another basket for Golden State.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost plus 15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
And it's LeBron missing.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And the layup falls. Shumpert's got his second bucket.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Thompson against James.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's Curry outside. No good there. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Warriors on top. They lead by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we reach. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Cavaliers trail by 3 on the court for Cleveland. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Williams is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Smith in at the 3 side. He dishes it to Thompson. On the wing, James. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Warriors leading by 3. Curry with it. Now Smith defending. The feed to Barnes. Iguodala wide open. No luck. And Cleveland will come the other way. Smith the pass to Irving. LeBron against Barbosa. LeBron dishes to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told them, this is it, fellas. Let's hit them right out of this timeout. Put some pressure on them. Show them how much you want it. Let's go get it. Guys, he's really exhorting them to give them a burst of energy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Azili's checked in. Over in the corner, Barnes. Wide open look. And the Warriors get it back.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Irving kicks to Thompson. And stolen by Barnes. Iguodala's drive. Rebound by Williams.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Osgood with it. Barbosa picks him up. Outside Williams. Thompson sets the pick for Williams. The pass to Thompson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. Knocked loose. But a critical possession right here.
Boy, Kevin, you can just feel the crowd on pins and needles right now.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Curry with it. Offensive rebound. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans love it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time